next guest is a Hollywood actress, producer, and multimedia entrepreneur with an incredible list of accomplishments and credits to her name. As she continues to walk proudly doing her life's work, she and I discuss amazing ways to live a life you love.
Namaste everyone, my name is Preity Upala, Miss India International and global entrepreneur and Hollywood personality. I'm here at the Chundria show. I'm so excited to be here.
What advice do you have for someone who is seeking amazing ways to live a life they love? How do we get closer to our dreams?
I'm a huge advocate of meditation and being introspective, being true to yourself, listening to your body and your mind. So it all starts with who are you, why are you here, what do you want? I think those are the eternal questions that we all should ask ourselves, and very few of us do. So, and whatever answers come up, you have to honor them. And that's when you start beginning to be honest with living an authentic life, and you're really on the path to your destiny. And that's where all the happiness and contentment lies anyway. And also that's when you'll truly be successful, because now you're doing something that you love to do and you want to do. So the first step is find out what you're about and who you are, and then have the strength and courage to go at it alone if need be. Have the patience, because all of these things take time, as we know, especially Hollywood. And just enjoy the journey. I would say the most important thing is, if you're not having fun, it shows and it affects everything, because everything is energy, and we put out this energy when you're trying to pursue a goal, and people can see it, like the world just kind of can sniff it. So enjoy yourself. That is so important.
Now, you have a background, as you said, as a former investment banker. What inspired your interest in film? How did you jump from the next to the next industry?
It's an interesting question. I worked in banking and IT and sort of management consulting, but I was always passionate about film. And I'm creative and I'm artistic. I had a sort of a spiritual awakening several years ago when I was in the corporate sector, and that led me to introspect and look within to find out what my purpose really is in this life. And when I started doing that, I realized that I should be on the global stage, I should be doing something more creative with my life and use my skills to benefit people in a bigger way. And the banking just wasn't going to cut it. So it all sort of came naturally. And when I had these feelings that there was something else out there, I thought, you know what, Hollywood is the best platform for me. And I had the courage to sort of plunge in, because it's a very scary place and you don't know how things are going to work out. And I left everything behind. I left my job and moved to Los Angeles from Sydney, Australia. Bought a one-way ticket, and I just came with nothing but a little suitcase and
your vision.
Heart full of conviction, and that's what brings me here today. So if you honor yourself, I think it all works out. But that's the scariest bit. So yeah.
Out there whose dreams include different ideas, how do you personally manage multiple interests in endeavors?
That's a great question. It's very challenging actually to have various interests that might be quite almost contradictory to each other, and yet you're still doing the things that you like, and you do want to do all of these things. It's not easy for anyone. Even for me, it's a challenge to prioritize your time and energy. And I think you have to ask yourself what's most important, because sometimes you have one big goal or endeavor, let's say one big project, and you've got 5 other little projects that you're doing. You should never make one of the little ones on the top. Don't do that, because then you'll get that, but the big stuff hasn't happened. So I think prioritizing yourself, your goals, activities are important, and that comes back to what are you really about, what's most important. My advice is I like exciting, colorful life with a lot of variety. That's me. I like to spice it up. Not everyone is like that, but don't be afraid to do things that are very different from each other, and don't be afraid to do more than one activity. Just make sure that you can, prioritize properly and give each thing the time that it needs.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
If anyone is interested in booking you for speaking engagements or following your speaking career, how do they do that?
Oh, this is amazing. This is one of my passions in life. I am very privileged to have spoken at some great international platforms all around the world. And I write, my first book is coming out this year. I have my own radio show. It's called The Eternal Hour, and you can find it on iHeartRadio. But I also have my own show called The Preity Experience, and you can find that on YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel, The Preity Experience, and just reach out at the end of the video so you can directly contact me. But please get in touch. I'm so excited, and this is my passion, reaching out to people and sharing wisdom and also learning from them too. And traveling gives you opportunity to interact with different cultures and faiths, and we end up seeing similarities rather than differences. So it's all about the oneness and beauty of life anyway. So I'm so excited.